I think you want to
is
be
kind of the
Sigma.
only
You kind of
important
want to be
thing.
Sigma, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're
Yeah, come on, say it. Say it, Grace. But at the end of the day, what?
Beta.
A beta?
Yeah.
Whoa, I thought she was going to say alpha.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're getting there.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That was
See,
pretty
I was
solid.
going enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Woo! I said, yeah, let's get it.
Yup.
Let's get it.
Another day to make $1.
Yeah, another day,
See what I did
another
there?
dollar. Yeah, we're talking about,
Come on, dude.
money. Fuck,
Come
that was
on,
so
dude.
good.
Another day,
okay,
another
this
dollar.
is our podcast, Hill to Die On. My name is Grace Lobo.
My name's gregmelly.
We're also here with our lovely producers, Jaclyn and Will.
Yep.
Anyway,
And we
that's
are
enough
wearing the
about them.
same clothes, as you may realize. And why is that? Because we work hard.
You need to remember that, yes, there's a video, but it's also a podcast.
Yeah, but now they get to be like, oh, they're wearing the
oh
same
my God,
clothes.
we should look at the video. You're right.
You know? Like
Look
they
at
want
the
to
video.
know what the video smells like.
If you're hearing my voice, they do want to know what the video
You
smells
know,
like.
what is the
Right now, taste-wise, Diet Coke for me. I've been
M&Ms.
chugging, and also M&Ms.
M&Ms.
I feel like you didn't want the M&Ms when I brought them in initially, but
I
I
can't
feel
be
like
the first. Like when you bring food, you never
Yeah.
want to be. When someone brings food, you never want to be the
this is true.
first
This
one
is
to
I
grab
actually we
the
do
food.
agree on this.
But
Yeah.
once that person or someone else, like if
Yeah.
someone else grabs some, or if that
I
person's like,
completely
you're not gonna eat my food, that's my invitation.
yeah, once you've pushed me to have the food, I do have to.
Then I will show you how much I
probably a
want to.
crazy amount
Yeah, I
of
want to
it.
eat your
Yeah.
food because I've been looking at it for an hour and I just wanted you to say something.
I'm glad you wanted the M&Ms.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Are you a big? What is your M&M of choice?
Ooh, I would say peanut butter M&M.
Peanut butter,
Mm-hmm.
not peanut.
I love the peanut M&M too. I love candy. It is my
Oh.
ultimate thing.
Wait, okay.
I will be diabetic within the next 4 years.
This is. I did talk about this last time, but I think it's also really cute when boys love candy. I'm like, wait, that's so cute.
I lose so much money on energy drinks and candy.
You do love energy drinks.
I love
Wait,
them.
what flavor? Okay, also, I bought Greg
No, you
an
nailed it.
energy
You
drink
nailed it.
before this.
You nailed it.
I knew I was going to get it right.
Yeah, you nailed
Okay, I bought Greg an energy drink. It was C4 energy drink.
C4
Show it to
sponsored
the camera,
again,
sponsor.
of course. It's
also,
always sponsored.
Also, my drink,
Not sponsored.
not sponsored. We're
Hide the
not
label,
sponsored by
hide the label,
Coca-Cola.
hide the
Sorry,
label.
don't. But it's really good. And I am
Diet soda is what Grace is drinking,
clinically
and I'm
addicted
drinking a
to that.
C4.
A C4. How many calories are in that? 0.
300 milligrams of caffeine though.
That's way too much.
Don't yuck my yums, dude.
No, that's honestly.
is too
I
much.
actually think
It's
yeah,
too
oh yeah,
much.
tell us
It's
the
like
flavor.
Tri-berry, squash, watermelon. I don't know what it
the
is.
flavors were crazy at the store.
Tri-stim experience. It's called Berry Power Bomb.
It's called Stim Experience.
Yeah, because it doesn't hit you right away. It's like an XR Adderall.
It's
You
this
had
like,
to get me the most caffeine one.
Did I
Yeah.
get you the?
Yeah, you got me like the highest energy
yeah.
one.
I thought that one sounded the least gross flavor wise. It's like berry something, and the other ones were like Jolly Rancher, and then there was like watermelon. Like it was
Yeah,
it
they're all
was
good.
it was
You can't go
no,
wrong.
they're all like they sound really fake sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm addicted to Diet Coke.
Dude,
so
we
I
live in
can't.
America. We don't know
No,
what
they
anything
sounded
tastes like for
they
real.
sounded like there was like a Fruit Loops flavor. Like it was weird flavors where I was like,
Fruit Loops are solid though.
Fruit Loops is the best cereal.
They have Skittles flavored.
I like fruit. I specifically like cereal so much that I actually can't have it at my house because it like gives me an eating disorder to have it in my home. I like it so much.
You know, I'd never had in college was the first time I ever had cereal with milk.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I never grew up drinking milk ever.
Do you like milk now?
Like no, not really. I mean, like I'll
kinda gay,
use
sorry.
it with stuff.
I
I'll
think,
put it in things.
I think if you can't have milk, that's fine. But also, I'm like, you're a pussy.
Damn, it's not that I can't have it. I just never grew up drinking it. Like when no, I'm not even gonna make that joke. I did breastfeed though
Oh,
for
God.
2 years.
What?
Yeah, I feel like we did talk about this though.
Did you know this?
That might be the
Jaclyn?
unaired episode
Oh, we talked about how much you breastfed.
when we talked about at the altar when the woman, the wife. Found,
Oh yeah.
oh,
that
that's
was
us.
with
No,
Will.
that's
Yeah,
here. Hey,
yeah.
call back.
Yeah.
Everything just blends in as one episode to me.
Yeah.
I was
well,
probably wearing the same shirt then
'cause
too.
we do record them sometimes on the same day, not to ruin the illusion.
Yeah.
Anyway, milk. No, I feel like milk. I'll order it like, and I hate also that when you go to a store, it's like they'll be like, "What kind of milk?" And it's like milk. Like I want milk in my coffee.
Like whole milk? What's regular milk?
But it's like whatever milk they have at
Whole
the
milk?
store. Yeah, whole milk. But I'm like, I don't really care if it's whole milk. You could give me 2%, 1%. Not
Can you taste the
skim.
difference?
Yeah, I can
Really?
taste the difference between skim milk and whole milk.
What about almond milk?
Almond milk
I
I
fuck
don't
with
like
almond milk, dude.
I don't like it in coffee because I think it like curdles weird and it's like watery to me.
Ooh, I don't like that word at all.
Curdle?
Curdle is nasty.
I don't really like when people don't like a word. I actually think it's fucking stupid.
God damn.
When people are like,
All right. Shit. I'm sorry that I was honest with you for a moment.
I'm sorry. I just don't like when people like the whole moist thing. I know it's honestly the discourse on moist has gone completely. It's completely done.
Because it's a millennial thing.
I know, but it's
not
also
a
like
Gen
people
Z.
were
It's
like,
not skibbity
people were
doo
like,
toilet
I hate
riz.
moist, and then people were like, actually shut the fuck up about how much you hate moist. Like no one cares. Like I feel like even saying that is done, but I'm just coming out as also I think it's stupid to be like I hate the word moist.
Wow, I'm very
I'm coming out. I'm
powerful.
bravely coming
very
out
powerful of you.
as you can say moist. You can say curdle. What's another word?
What's another word that when like you say it, Grace, it just doesn't sound good?
Yeah, people don't like it.
Hard.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't know.
I don't think I say my own name right. I feel like sometimes when I say Grace Lobo, I'm like, who's that? That sounds weird.
How in the world would you say it otherwise?
Well, okay, sometimes I will say because my last name is Spanish, sometimes people will be like Lobo and I'm like, oh, that goes with someone who doesn't look like this.
Yeah,
Like there's no
that's
way
funny.
that is the right.
Yeah, for sure. I will say though, like on the topic of like speaking, I went to see my family like a month ago probably, and like my nephews now
Yeah.
are like in middle school, so they're starting to speak like middle schoolers. Have you
Yeah.
heard any of the vernacular that these kids use?
My cousin's I think he's like 10 and he said Guyat, not Giat. He said Guyat. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
I think that's wrong. I was like, I'm 28, but I think you got that wrong. And he was like, no, you can say both. So you can say
Very
Guyat or
accepting.
Giat.
Yeah. Well, my nephew says skibbity riz.
Oh yeah, there's a lot about the Rizzler.
The
also.
Rizzler. What else?
Yeah.
Wait, there was a couple good ones. Sigma.
Sigma though, that's like
It's just
my
like
my
alpha.
brothers will talk about that though.
Oh.
And they're younger than us. Like my youngest brother's 18, but like and my brother's 23. They talk about Sigma male all the time.
Yeah.
Sigma male is like it's like a alpha, beta, and then sigma I think is like kind of like an alpha but quieter. Is that right?
I to be honest, I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
So sigma.
Sigma just means like you're the leader of the group. That's what.
Yeah,
it
but
means.
it's like you're quietly the leader of the group.
Oh, I don't
You're
know
like I
that.
think it's like you're the strong tough guy who's kind of just like doesn't really need to be like alpha's a little too like yeah I'm an alpha. Like I think sigma's kind of the secret
You're like,
alpha.
okay, that's cool.
I
kinda like
might that could be completely wrong though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jimmy, look up
seriously.
what sigma means. Look
Jamie,
it up.
you need to earn that money paycheck.
Sigma
Alright.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. I will say, okay, so this is a story though. So my nephew is about 8 years old, and he has like autism, right? And so growing up, you know, in schools, he would get in trouble a lot because like he kind of has like tics where he would just say fuck. And I gotta say, it's hilarious because he says
That
it in
is funny.
perfect context.
Yeah.
But like at a point you can't laugh at it because it's clearly something that they're trying to
Yeah,
fix.
yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
like what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. Like he just says
Yeah.
it perfectly, and it's like it's hilarious, but I can't laugh. That my brother actually taught him, or his older brother taught him to just say like skibbity riz instead. So he just
That's
walks around the
hilarious.
day all day long and is like skibbity rizzler, like skibbity rizzler
What in the
sigma.
skibbity riz bullshit is
like
this?
what is
yeah.
Yeah, what the sigma? Like that's the type
Oh,
of
I
stuff.
like that.
Right. So like in a weird way, super healthy because it's also like what's cool for those kids to say.
Yeah,
and he is
yeah.
kind of saying it, you know, like, oh, that's fun. But like just the origination of it is hilarious,
That's
dude.
so
Because
funny.
there was a whole summer of him just dropping the F-bomb perfectly.
I
Just
love when
in
little kids
context
curse.
perfectly.
It's so funny
I
to
know.
me. There's literally nothing funnier than a little kid being like,
Fuck you.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie.
So Grace was kind of right.
Fuck yes.
So a sigma male is a more internally focused sibling to the alpha male.
I'm a genius.
He forgoes the social hierarchy and need for external validation. Essentially a loner.
Yep.
He does not need power over others like alpha male, but rather needs only power to control his self.
Whoa.
So there you go.
Do you think you're Sigma Alpha or
I don't
Beta?
even- to be honest, I don't even understand what that meant.
It's I think
Can you spark note the Urban Dictionary?
sibling to the alpha male I think was a really good descriptor.
So like basically
I
you're
feel like
a
it's
quiet
kind of what
leader.
I said. It's like
Yeah.
you're kind of like you don't need to be the alpha. You're like that's actually like more annoying. It's more powerful to just be like, nah, I'm chilling. I don't really care. And it's like quiet loner who's
Yeah,
also
it's-
like could kill you.
Um,
What are
You
you?
had me until the very end.
Could kill a bobcat.
Because I think I'm probably that.
I'm definitely probably alpha.
Yeah, you're too outgoing to not be alpha.
I'm definitely not sigma.
but I'm
That's
not outgoing enough to be.
Sigma is like more respectable because it's like, oh, you don't need the validation that an alpha male needs.
Oh, damn, I do need a lot of
Yeah,
validation,
yeah.
though.
But I think you
That
want to
is
be
kinda the
sigma.
only
You kind of
important
want to be
thing.
sigma, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're
Yeah, come on, say it. Say it, Grace. But at the end of the day, what?
Beta.
A beta?
Yeah.
Whoa, I thought she was going to say alpha.
That's so
Wait,
beta.
how am I a beta?
That's so beta of you. Because I think you like.
I can't think
You-
of beta if it's not in the context of a cuck. That's literally
Yeah,
the
I
only
actually do
way
want to
I
say.
can
It sounds
possibly
like
think
in
of
my
that.
head, it's almost like alphabetical. Like it's like alpha, beta, and then the next word is cuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be that.
Delta.
Oh, I'll be Delta. They got some
Okay.
good airline miles on
Yeah.
it. We got a really
People
good
hate
deal.
Delta.
Really?
I don't know any of the Greek letters.
Are there
'cause I went
doors
to a
flying off?
Catholic college. Delta.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wait, you mean people hate Delta, like the airline?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
I think people hate Delta. That's like known. I feel like they changed their Sky Miles or something recently. That's some
Jamie, look it up. Why do people hate Delta
people
Airlines?
have more money than me complain about stuff where I'm like, we are not even.
No, brackets are different.
Yeah.
Brackets are different.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like there are people who have more money than me who will complain about issues where I'm like, that's not even remotely something that
Do you have an example?
like. Okay, like the Delta changed this. I know because I have friends who are congrats, they're doing a lot better than me, and they will be like, but I have more followers on Instagram than some of them. So where's the real? What's
This
the
internal
real value?
monologue is unbelievable. This is an unbelievable look
Right?
insight to your mind right now.
Help. They changed the Delta Sky Miles, so it was like all these people were like, "Oh, if you spend this much with Delta, you can get in the lounge." And then all these people like qualified for it. And then Delta like changed it and made it harder to qualify, and people like freaked out, and so they're changing it back next year, but people like hate Delta as a result of it. And then I also think it's just people who travel more generally like have more gripes with like I feel like Delta is the one I'm always hearing people talk shit about.
Not
Or
Spirit
it's like
Airlines.
a classic like comedy thing where people will be like, well, Spirit is just known for being shitty.
What's like a good airline?
I don't think anyone likes any of them.
Then why are we complaining?
I think we deserve better. I think there should be a
As
good
long
air-
as I can go in the sky and fly at 1,000,000,000 miles per hour to a different
Oh no,
country.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm
chilling.
impressed with.
I'm cool with it. However I get there, if I get there alive, thank you.
That's a low bar
If there's
for
a
travel.
if there's a crying baby behind me, I'm still in the air.
Other people have. That's actually, you know what? That's actually really beautiful.
Bro, it's wild. We
Yeah,
live in
no,
an era
I
where
actually
this
think
shit's
that's a
disgustingly.
that's giving Sigma that you brought
Think
that up.
about whoa,
Yeah.
that's sick. Wait, let
Yeah.
me get you with this one. Boats, dude.
Wait, is Sigma C in the alphabet? And also, I agree. Let's talk about boats. But is Sigma C in the Greek alphabet?
I didn't even know it was Greek.
Can you? Well, it's because
Sigma's
it's
with an
alpha,
S.
beta is Sigma the next one. But I know. But then why would they jump
Nah, I
to
think
S?
it's Cornelius.
Ah, there we
Mhm.
go.
18th letter, so it's S.
So why would they jump to that? Doesn't
What
make
are
sense.
you talking about?
I'm just thinking about if it's alpha male, beta male, why do we go then Sigma male? That doesn't make sense.
Why would you point to him? He's the oldest one in the room.
I just, I like to acknowledge my friend Will sometimes.
He doesn't
I
know.
care about him.
Boats though,
Boats are sick.
bro, they float.
Boats are crazy.
How are they float?
Floating is crazy.
It's bro, and we're putting people on it.
You know what? People can float. Not you, because you don't know how to swim.
Wait,
but
people float?
people can float.
How?
Yeah. You lie on your back in the water and you stick your
Oh
belly
no,
up.
I can float.
Oh.
I can do that.
You told me you can't
Like
swim.
I can't tread water.
Well, so you'd be fine if you like fell in the water. You wouldn't drown because you could float.
No, I would drown. I would freak out. But I will say, when we went to Portugal, I jumped off of the boat into the Atlantic Ocean and I survived
Why would you do that?
because it was sick. Like
He wasn't sick. He was scared.
of course, I was absolutely terrified, but it was still sick. I love jumping. I've jumped out of a plane, and that was one of the
You jumped out of a plane.
yeah, it is one of the greatest experiences
I
of
would
my life.
never go skydiving.
It is
That's
10 out of 10 recommend.
wild.
Because like, all right, so skydiving. Let me break this down.
Wait, yeah, that makes more sense why you would jump in the ocean.
Of
'cause
course,
it's like
I like the
I would
jump.
jump-
The jump is what I
and
want to
also
do.
because what's on waiting on the other side is like I might die.
Right, like the idea
For me,
of
if I
it.
jump in the ocean, I might die. I'm gonna be good.
Well, I didn't want to land. I just liked free falling. Okay, jumping out of a plane is like the whole time you're afraid. Everything is fear, right? The
Yeah.
whole idea, the whole concept of it is fear based. But then like when you go up in this little tiny plane, my back's up against the helicopter like pilot, and I'm like, damn, like what happens if this plane went down right now? Oh, I have a parachute. But like what happens if that parachute doesn't like deploy? Oh, I have another parachute. What happens if like I forget to pull it? Oh, there's a dude right behind me. Like everything you're afraid of the whole time.
Are you strapped to a guy when you do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, everything, at least for the first couple of times. And they're former military people. Like that's like literally their 9-to-5 job. And then they just go out after like work and just like hang out.
I don't think that's true.
It is. I talked to them.
They're not all former military people.
No, but I bet you in reality, I bet you most of them are. I do. I would take a bet and say most people who are like instructors of jumping out of planes are former military.
Can you look it up, Jack?
She's still working on the Delta Airlines thing over there.
Find any conclusive evidence.
We need to get her a better
Delta's
system.
the
We
worst
need to get her like a
airline.
bigger computer.
Yeah, we need to get you a laptop.
I'm pretty sure you have to go skydiving 10 times tandem to be able to do it alone.
Of course, yeah.
But then there's nothing about having to be military trained to teach them.
No, you don't have to be. But I'm saying I would bet that most people who are the ones that you're strapped to are former military. Because who else would want to do that job?
You would love to do it,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
No, I would do it again, but I wouldn't be like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
What do you
That's
think
insane,
of the
dude.
no, it's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
If I met someone and they were like, I'm a skydiving instructor, I'd be like, oh, lose my number.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Yeah.
What do you think about the squirrel suits? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I mean, as long as I can guarantee hitting the ground
You can't.
safely.
You can't guarantee that.
But you're not jumping as high from the squirrel suit,
I think the
are you?
squirrel suit is more dangerous because your squirrel
Oh,
suit
no, I
is
agree. But that's
you're
a cliff
jumping
diving.
off of a cliff.
Yeah, that's
and
cliff.
it's like
That's
there's
a different thing.
trees
I
and
wouldn't do
shit.
that.
Would you ever like free solo? Like, do you watch those things ever?
No, I don't know what that is.
Free solo is
Is
like
there a parachute?
no, that's climbing. Free solo is like Alex Honnold. Like it's like climbing. Like,
Oh, like Mount
a-
Everest without anything.
without not Mount Everest, but like El Capitan or like
All of those
something.
dudes are dead.
Not all of them.
Most of those dudes are
Alex
dead
Honnold's alive, but yeah,
for now.
the videos of that are fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not like an
that's a
adrenaline
Sigma
junkie.
male. You know who's a huge Sigma? Alex Honnold.
That's probably pretty alpha, don't you think?
No, because he's just like a quiet weirdo. Like
You-
he's just kind of like lives in a van, and he like just is like, yeah, I'm gonna like climb up this rock with no. It's nuts.
It is nuts. I would never do that, but
To
I would
me,
jump.
it is like
It's
kind of
free
hot,
fall.
but I'm also like, you're a freak.
It's
Like,
kind of
I
hot
would
because
never-
you can get his life insurance in 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know if that's my dream guy, but
No, I just like the
Anyway.
idea of free falling. Jack, did you find any information on?
No conclusive information.
I like though that you're committed to giving us honest truths and there's no fake news.
After 40 seconds of
Yeah.
googling,
Say it.
There was one Facebook group created in 2010 titled "I Hate Delta."
Oh,
That is
nice.
what I found.
Good.
And it was ranked the lowest on the worst airlines. So maybe
So
that means it's
higher.
the best of the
The
worst.
best of the worst.
And then for the military, there was no article that I could find for percentage of skydiving instructors who are military. The only percentage I found was that 12% of people reported feeling unsafe while skydiving.
That's a good.
but that's an
Only
unbelievable number.
12%?
You're literally jumping.
12% was too high for me.
I would do it. I
12%?
would be in the 12% because also think about it's
You're
self-selecting.
jumping out of a
no,
plane.
it's self-selecting. People who are skydiving self-selecting.
Oh, that's true.
You're only gonna go skydiving if you're already like your average guy. Have you been skydiving? You've
you
also
have?
been skydiving.
I bet you chirp up earlier, bud. Huh?
I don't have to let people know all the things I've done like that.
I've run a marathon. If we didn't know,
Well, you have a podcast that you do by yourself. You literally
get
tell
fucked.
people what you do every single day of your life.
I went to the deli.
Yeah. Fucking.
I know. I went skydiving.
And did you enjoy it?
I threw up as soon as I landed.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That seemed pretty beta to me, dude.
No, that's. I think that's. Will actually has Sigma vibes.
I can't do roller coasters because like without taking like pills to yeah, like I get vertigo.
What kind of pills are we talking?
Like well, motion sickness pills help, but I did do like I took Xanax and went to Six Flags and I went on every ride except like
King Dakar.
no, I did that, but then what fucked me up was I did the free fall thing that just swings you.
Yeah.
You would like.
I don't really. It's fine.
That was terrifying.
No, but I like look like you're looking at the Earth in a perspective that you have never seen it before. That's the closest thing we can get to space.
I could look at a picture.
Nah, dude, it's not the
I
same. Look,
don't-
I'll give you an example because somebody has said this to me before. This is exactly my example. If you say looking at a picture is the same as jumping out of a plane, then watching porn is
I
the
knew you were
same as
gonna say
having
that.
sex.
I knew you were gonna
and
say
it
that.
is not.
I knew.
And it's not.
I was like, he's gonna say watching porn is the same as
it's
having
not.
sex.
It's not.
I
not.
know that watching porn is not the same as having sex.
Then have sex in the air, and by that I mean jump out of a plane. Not actually have sex. That could be.
Mile High Club. I actually do like taking risks, but I don't want to. I don't love feeling afraid. Like you like horror movies. I don't like.
You're afraid until you jump out, and then the moment you're out of the plane, you're looking at the earth.
I'm gonna let you know the whole time I'm falling to my death.
You're not.
I'm gonna
You
be
don't
like,
have the time to do it.
fuck.
No, I'm telling you, you don't have the time to be afraid.
To me,
Because
it's just not worth it. Like I'm like, there's a chance I could die, and I don't want to maybe die.
when you get on the subway, you live in New York.
Well, yeah,
City.
that's true. But I'm
People die
not spending.
every day here.
I'm not spending. Like I'm not going out of my way to like put myself in that situation. Like I have to take the subway. I'm not going out of my way to take the subway, but
That's true.
to go skydiving, I'd be like, if I died skydiving, my mom would be so fucking pissed. Like she would be like, what do you mean you went and like just like, and then thinking about all the choices you make that lead up to the moment where it's like it's like butterfly effect stuff where it's like, oh, but if I had been like, what if I had done this? What if I had done this? Then I wouldn't have gotten on the plane, and then I wouldn't have.
You can, but yeah, but like,
Can I ask something? No, you guys keep the mics. He would go skydiving. You wouldn't. Bungee jumping.
no.
Maybe.
Yes, I would. I don't even really know what it is. What is bungee jumping?
Bungee jumping are like attached to like a springy cord. And you jump off a bridge.
No.
Really?
No,
I'd be more likely to do that, but I don't want to do it.
no.
Like how about like parasailing? Like the boat pulls you on like that little.
That I'm also
No.
more likely to do.
No. I don't like the ocean.
Oh yeah, Greg can't swim.
I avoid the water. If we're doing that on
But
ground,
you like boats.
I think in concept
Boats
they're
are
cool.
sick.
Boats are sick, dude. The boats are sick. But I don't want to like. I don't need to go on one.
Wouldn't it be cool if I had a boyfriend who had a boat?
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if I was
That
like?
would be awesome. You guys, we go on my boyfriend's boat. I feel like this is like a concept that I've noticed people say on the internet. They're like, I'm trying to find a guy with a boat this summer. And it's like, I've never heard of anyone having a boat.
Yeah, well, I mean, we live pretty inland.
No, we live on an island. Like, we live near. What are you literally, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you're right. But like New York
We,
City,
like-
like doesn't feel like.
We live in New York
God
City.
damn, you're right.
It's first of all, literally an island. The
Yeah, it
ocean
is.
is right there. You live like pretty far east.
Yeah, but it's not.
You could be at the ocean. I see boats all the time. There are boats on the East River
then
all the
buy
time.
a goddamn boat.
I don't have any money.
I bet you do.
Do you want to know? Wait, okay.
See, that's weird. If you're just gonna openly, would you open? Like, are you cool with talking like openly about money?
How much money I have in my bank account? Probably not specifically how much money I have.
But like, you don't want to tell me how much you make, but you want to tell me if
I
you
would
put
tell
all
you-
of the money together,
I would
what
tell.
you could
The
buy.
thing is, I would tell you how much I make, but I wouldn't say it on our podcast.
Okay, that's fair.
I would say it if you bleep it. Would you tell me how much money you make?
A week?
Like just in a year?
I don't know how much.
To
I
me
make
though,
a year.
okay, generally speaking,
couldn't
I
even give
wouldn't.
you a
So,
rough
so
estimate
that's
on what I
it's
make in a
too
year.
much. You can't. I like would only talk about it. Like I think it is good to talk more about money, and I think people are talking more about money. But I feel like there's a point where it's like it's easier to talk about money with people that you're kind of in the same money range with.
I don't like. I
Do you
don't.
feel like we make a similar amount of money?
I don't even know what you do for a job.
Do you not know?
What was it? She's like a
Wait,
data
guess
analyst.
what I do? Guess what I do?
Data
I'm not
analyst.
a data analyst.
Oh no. You work sales. You're a sales.
No.
No, but like it's a book thing.
I do. It is a book
It's
thing.
a book thing. You're like
do
a
some-
marketing for book
No.
things. Social media for book. Whatever, dude.
Wow, you really know what I do though.
Yeah, Jack does. Jack's a great friend. She
Jack
really
is
is
a
a
good
good
friend.
friend.
Will, I can't believe you asked him. He had no idea what I did.
Straight up asked him because he was like, oh, she does like a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah, I do have a 9 to 5
Oh,
job.
what does she do? Like a number thing.
It's simply not numbers at all. Honestly, if it was numbers, I would make more money. That's
Oh fuck! I remember. I totally forgot. I talked to Will about that. That was like 2 days ago.
I do work a 9 to 5. I
But you're like, it's a
I will
book
say
club.
I do think it's the mark of good friends when you don't know what the person does, because it's like
Look at that, huh?
you know, yeah, it's like you never talk about like work. Like, okay, I work for a publishing company, and
What do they publish?
most books.
Dude, nailed it.
I work for the big one.
Bloomberg.
No, it's her
That's-
name. Her name is Penguin Random House.
Good.
My company. Yeah, I don't know why I gave her. I know I gave her a gender. Yeah. I'm a contracts associate, and what do I do? I basically, when we license our books, when we sell our books to foreign publishers, I handle like the legal stuff. So I look at contracts all day. It's
So you're a
so
nerd.
boring. Yeah.
Right. That was pretty accurate.
Yeah. I don't know how much I should talk about my job on our podcast.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about it.
Because I feel like there are funny things about it, but
Just gloss over it.
yeah.
I mean, we'll just bleep it out. I think that's what we've been doing
Yeah,
with
when
you
I've been
lately.
telling secrets.
No, nothing.
We bleeped out an entire episode.
I'm not somebody who like openly wants to talk about money because I don't handle it well. I'll tell you how much I make because it'll make you think that I'm doing a lot better than I'm doing. But then I don't
Now I
know.
want to know.
I don't know how it works itself out. Like, but also like I'm a server, so like my paycheck week to week is
It's really
nowhere
different.
near the
Yeah,
same. You
yeah,
know,
that
like,
makes sense.
and I mean, it sucks. Like I don't like love the validity of the job. Is it? No, it's not validity. Volatility. Those words are close.
Volatility. Yeah.
Volatility and validity.
Wait, can I say something? It pisses me off. This is also pretentious.
Just
to me.
another thing
No,
Greg
it's a
did.
word. It's a word. No, it's about words that I don't like. The word, people use the word, and I also think people have talked about this, but it makes me insane when people say comfortability. When they're like, oh, I have a lot of comfortability with that. I cannot stand when people say comfortability.
What are you supposed to say?
Comfort. The word is comfort. The
Oh.
noun version of comfortable is
What is your
comfort.
college degree in?
International business with a focus in Latin American regional studies, and then I was an English minor,
Yeah, there it is.
a language
English
I already
minor.
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say one word I hate when people say is instead of Arkansas, there are people who say Arkansas.
No, there aren't.
No, there is. And Illinois. Yo, if you say Illinois, fuck you.
The new Sufjan Stevens musical, Illinois.
Yeah, I don't know what you just
That
said.
sounded pretentious.
But yeah, okay. But like if you say Illinois, I hate you.
No one says that.
No, dude, I went to grade school with a kid that said Illinois.
How old was he?
And now my age, he's my age.
But how old was he when
bro,
he said it?
still says it. That dumb idiot. Nice kid though, honestly. He's married
Dumb
now.
idiot.
But
He's married to a nice girl from Arkansas.
yeah, she's probably stupid too.
I mean, I will say, in fairness to him, it should not be pronounced Arkansas. That's fucking stupid. Look at that
That
word.
is
It shouldn't
actually
be
true.
pronounced Arkansas. But he's wrong. Yeah.
Illinois. He doesn't say Arkansas. He said Arkansas, but he said Illinois.
Okay, so your level of comfort discussing money and
No, it's my
volatility.
comfortability.
Yeah, your comfortability.
My comfortability
and
and
they
money,
don't say comfortability; they say comfortability, and it makes me crazy.
They sounds like a very specific
I
person
just
that you're thinking
people.
about. Like,
No, a
that
lot of
seems like
people
a-
say it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not. People say that a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up.
I feel like it's like girls who are explaining something on like TikTok will be like, and like my comfortability with this has really improved or something, and it's like, you can't be like talking down to me and then also use the wrong word there.
Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes I feel like the way like their inflection of their voices, no matter what they're saying,
Oh,
it sounds like they're
they-
talking
yeah.
down on you.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes-
TikTok
yeah,
girlies,
TikTok,
you
yeah.
know? Like they're like, and then I went to the market and then I got. And
You
I'm like, why are
hate
you talking
women.
down to me? No, it's just like all of them. No, I don't.
All
It's
these
just like
these fucking bitches.
guys are the same way. I'll say this. I'll be brave. TikTok guys who are famous on TikTok are way worse than TikTok girlies who are famous because of TikTok.
When you say famous on TikTok, do you mean from like a front-facing camera video type of TikTok, or are you talking like a personality TikTok?
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay,
personalities.
yeah.
Like the men are so much cringier than the women.
I feel like my algorithm only wants me to look at the women.
Oh, I don't know really what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm just making.
And you know what?
I don't
Thank you
go
for
on
saying
TikTok.
That. Thank
Yeah,
you for saying that.
I really have no idea.
I
can't even
recently have
name
been
you
getting
one.
my Instagram algorithm is giving me women who are like, it's like the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, and she's talking like, this is what I eat in a day, but then it's raw milk and raw meat, and she's like, this is why I eat raw bison liver, and it's gross.
Mm.
Why is that what I get?
Why are you watching it?
Because I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, that's
like,
why you're getting it.
I guess, but TikTok I think can sense that I'm just like an observer. Like
That
I'm
doesn't
like
scare you.
to watch people eat raw meat,
No,
or that
what-
TikTok can
TikTok
sense.
can sense
Oh,
why you're
yeah.
watching it.
You know what? That's a good point, because Instagram is like, oh, you must love raw milk and raw meat
Right.
here.
But TikTok's like, you're only watching it because it makes you feel a certain way, and
Yeah.
then deep down you're emotional. You know, like,
TikTok understands that deep down what I want to watch is a video of a woman making a salad. That's the only genre that I really like on the internet. It's just a woman making a salad.
right? I feel like I've heard that as well.
I
think
love
you
to
kinda
talk
like
about
I
it.
think you kind of like the raw meat, raw milk thing.
I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's crazy.
So how much money you make a week?
A week?
Mhm.
I mean, that alone, I have a salary, so I make the same amount every year. Well, I make. Do you not know what a salary is?
No, I know what salary is. I didn't know you had that.
You don't know I have a
Do you
salary?
get paid weekly or bi-weekly?
I get paid bi-weekly.
Oh, that sucks.
I get paid every 2 weeks, but I'm not living. No offense, I'm not like living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, imagine.
I get like I have money. I'm not killing it though. But someone asked me how much money I make point blank the other day, and I was kind of like, this is a weird, because I do think we should talk more openly about it, and I think in general it is good to talk about it.
Do you think if your situation was worse that you would still feel that way?
No, I actually think if I made more money, I shouldn't talk about it as much. Right now, I don't make that much money. Okay, the amount of money I make, we can bleep it on the podcast, but I make, which is not,
A year?
yeah, it's a normal amount, but I told it to someone recently, and she goes, and we'd been talking about how little money we both make, or not like how little, but like how expensive, and like things are so expensive, and she was like, oh my God, I actually had no idea you made so little money. And I was like,
yeah, you've mentioned that. That's funny.
like, but I was like, that's like, I was like, I didn't think I was killing it, but I was like, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like,
As a woman with no children,
yeah, I was like, I definitely
And you're
would
not
like
in a
more,
relationship,
famously.
which saves you money.
Well, as a woman, I actually think I would be doing better if I was
Yeah,
in a
you're
relationship,
actually-
because
you're
it was
right,
like,
Your friend that said that?
you know, my friend, she's a comedian, and we like were talking, and I think because it's like comedian to comedian, it's
You
like,
can't say that and me not want to know the name.
I don't think you know her actually.
I think we see a bleep coming.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to believe?
Yeah, I believe it. No, you just made up a name.
Do you know her?
No, it's a fake
She's
person.
sweet. I like her a lot, but she yeah, she did just ask me point blank how much money I make, and I was like, oh, it's this.
How did that come up?
We were talking about like, oh, inflation, like everything's so expensive now, and I
Small
was
talk.
like,
Just bad small talk. is
yeah,
what
it
led
was
to that.
bad small talk. where-
Inflation?
yeah, yeah.
That sounds like
We're
the
having,
most
like,
boring
classic girl
conver-
talk,
You know, we're just
girl
talking about
talk.
inflation and like
Either
and Biden's America.
I'm actually flaming someone within an inch of their life who's not participating in the conversation, or I'm talking about inflation. Those are, yeah, we were just like, oh, everything's so fucking expensive. And then she was like, I know, I need to make more money. I was like, I need to make more money. And she was like, well, how much do you make? And then I told her, and she was like, oh my God. Like,
You
I
really
thought,
do.
Did you find that question weird?
I mean, I did a little bit, which is why, but then I had a little bit of an internal dialogue where I was like, is it weird for you to ask me this? And then I was like, no, like, we should all be like, maybe we should be, because I think there is like a,
Maybe if I say it, she'll pay for dinner.
yeah, I was like, maybe she'll feel bad for me. I was like, I kind of, the way we talked about it, I got the vibe that we were on the same level financially.
Yeah.
Because she was like,
Tell you how much she made?
and I know what she does for work, but I don't want to say because I don't,
Don't even.
I don't, yeah.
And none of us.
But
care.
I was like, it didn't sound like something where she would make a lot of money. And then
Does she?
she makes like, I like think like,
Mm.
which I was like, that's more than what I make. Like, so I was
I
kind
think
of like,
most importantly, it's more than how much you make. It's how the money comes into you. I think biweekly is more.
oh,
Is more. It's healthier for you to establish a good. Like if you're making a salary, you can map everything out for every
yeah,
month.
but I don't have like a budget. I don't do anything like that.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, because I don't have any of that, and I'm just trying to like talk myself into. Maybe if
Do
I
you
made a
think
salary,
you
I would
have
have
it?
that.
No, you wouldn't. I
probably
mean,
not. At
I-
some point, I think I do. Like I'm starting to like try to gradually be smarter financially, but like, okay.
In
So
general,
when you
and
hear
in
a story,
general.
when
Yeah,
I came
do.
out to New York, I don't know if I've ever told you this. When I moved out to New York City, it was during the pandemic, and I came to New York with like probably around $14,000 of my savings.
Okay.
I got an apartment on Wall Street that was a third of what the price eventually became because of
COVID.
inflation, and and I couldn't get
Well, you moved here during COVID. I'm like, it's dirt cheap
Right.
to move here during
so
COVID.
it was like $950 a month rent plus utilities and everything. It was probably like $1,100. Yeah,
that's
it was
good.
probably $1,050, $1,100
roommates
a
or
month.
no?
Two,
Okay.
but whatever.
I have roommates. I
um,
don't care.
No, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, $1,100 a month basically, and I didn't have a job, and I applied a billion times, like to every job ever, but because of the pandemic, no one was hiring.
I applied 1 billion times.
1 billion
Every job ever.
to all the jobs, dude. I
Sure.
did all the jobs. And it was
Not that
10
job.
10.5 months of unemployment.
Oh, yeah. 10.5 months of unemployment. I would run out of all of my money. Yeah.
I went from having $13,000 to $14,000 $1,000 to $350 in my account, and my credit card was maxed out to $5,000. I could not go on a Subway anymore, and I had one more month of rent. I had $350 in my name. My credit cards are maxed out. I legitimately could not do anything.
Oh my gosh.
Right. And my dad gave me a call and was like, yo, you're probably gonna have to move back home. Like,
Yeah.
you can't possibly stay out here. And I was like, dude, if I come back home, I will never come back to New York. Like, I can't. Something's gonna give. I have to stay here. I have to stay here because I won't be able to survive.
Get out.
I won't be able to survive if I go back home.
Yeah.
Like, my dreams are done. It's 2 weeks left of this month until my next month comes, and then I have to pay rent, and I get a StubHub refund check for a Billie Eilish concert that I bought tickets for my ex-girlfriend, who kind of fucked me over. But I bought 2 tickets at Madison Square Garden, and the concert got canceled because it was the day right before New York City went on lockdown
Oh shit.
that it happened. So then it was like $1,200 right into my bank
Damn,
account.
you must have liked the ex.
Yeah, I
concert?
like expensive tickets. Like, if I'm gonna go
Okay.
to something, I want to be on the stage.
That's okay. That I get that.
Like, I want to have like a really cool experience. I'm like a big experience guy.
I can tell from the skydiving and everything.
Yeah, but
And the jumping off a boat to your potential death
But-
by drowning.
$1,200, and StubHub was like, "Would you rather want StubHub credit?" And I'm like, "You can go fuck yourself, StubHub."
Yeah, give me $1,200
So,
American dollars.
$1,200 just magically appeared in the mail, and I spent it on my next month rent. Got a job and had 3 jobs at one
What
time.
kind of jobs were you applying for that no one would hire? Oh, because it was COVID.
Yeah, it was COVID.
So it was like
Literally
serving jobs?
everywhere. Serving, like, I'm telling you, like, whenever I walked by a place, I would apply. And then I finally got a job as a cook at PF Chang's, and I also worked at Equinox.
Like, I knew it was authentic, the food there.
Yeah,
Gregmelly.
Yeah.
Grandma's, just like grandma used to make orange
Yeah.
chicken.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! No, don't fuck with my kung pao. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that was like,
Wow.
yeah. So money to me is like, and then obviously it took me up until now to try and pay off all the credit card and everything. Because like once you get in this hole, it's like it's set up and built for you to never be able to get out.
Yeah.
Like the government, like money's not meant for you to succeed.
Money's not real, though.
No,
so.
it's not though, dude.
It's fucking not.
But like it ain't real though. But now it's like a lot better. And by a lot better, I mean my credit card gives me more money to spend.
Fuck, I do like love credit card. I didn't get a credit card
Yeah,
until
it's
I was
bad.
24, and a guy that I was dating was like, "You have to get a credit card." Maybe I was 26.
It's bad advice, dude.
No,
I-
you do need a credit
you
card.
do need one, for credit score. And
I
everything, but,
actually
like,
gotten when I used to pay.
if you get a credit card, there should be a goddamn class to teach you how to properly.
we
utilize.
had that at my school.
See, I went to Catholic school. They didn't believe in
Yeah,
shit
public
like that.
school, you had that shit.
Yeah, no, we didn't
Public
believe
school, they
in.
were like, "Here's how you fill out a check.
We're
Here's
like,
how you
just
balance
pray
a
to
budget."
God. And I'm like, well, God
That's
isn't
not-
listening.
He's certainly not. To you,
Yeah.
no.
No, for sure.
A
no.
sinner like you who
Yeah.
thinks that real sex you have to have instead of watch porn, that's the same, not the same.
Well, that was a great analogy.
That was a great analogy, but I knew it was coming. I knew we were going to say it.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so we do think you should. I think we agree that it's okay to be more open about money.
I don't love it
Okay.
because like I'm not open about it to my own girlfriend.
I don't think you should be that open about it, but I also think, also paying for stuff. Do you think guy pays for stuff on a date, or do you think
Yeah, for the most part, I just like to
I like that?
I just like to provide, even though I shouldn't be the one.
I
that
also like that. I'm
provides.
kind of like, I want you to like provide like to your own bankruptcy. Like,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, no,
That's
no,
me.
no, babe, I got this. Like, I make $56,000 American dollars. Please let me
Not
put
all
this,
at once, of course.
Let me
but
put this on my Chase Sapphire Rewards credit card.
Whoa. Bleep that one out too. That's a
Yeah.
big one.
Oh yeah, it's really it's a $95 a year fee. But you get so many miles from it. Sorry.
On a plane miles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boat miles.
Big boat guys over here.
I want a boat so bad.
You
If
are,
there's any boys who are listening to this podcast, I am single and I would like if you had a boat. But if someone has a boat and they want to date me, I'll never take out my credit card. That's insane.
I have a question.
Say it.
Do you think you can talk about money to a detriment with other people? To
Yes.
Affect your dynamic with them?
I think you talk about anything too much. People are like, oh, that's the money guy.
I'd love to be the money guy though. That would make it feel like
Yeah, but it's just pretentious. It's probably why I love it.
yeah.
I don't talk about money because I only really surround myself around people who have the same job as me. And then also comics.
And also
and
me,
comics
who
are
you don't know.
and comics are not people you want to talk about money to me.
Comics are either awful with money or some of them like randomly you're like,
But they're sneaky good.
yeah.
Some of them are sneaky
It's
good.
like you're randomly rich, or some of
Yeah.
them are randomly you're like, oh, I didn't know you were a software engineer,
Mhm.
and then you're like, yeah. Or a lot of people have rich parents, which I actually do think people should talk about more because I think there are people out here who are just like, how the fuck are these people doing it? And it's like, no, a lot of people just have rich parents, which is nothing wrong with having rich parents. It's just
I think there's
I'd love to have some.
it's all about the dynamic you create for yourself. Like if you have rich parents, that's cool. But like if
Do you
they,
think it's okay to ask someone how much money they make?
yeah, I don't think that's okay.
I think that was a crazy question.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's okay.
I
at
would
all.
never ask.
I don't think money is something that you should ever engage about someone else unless someone
And someone's like, should we,
engages the conversation.
talk
It's
about
like politics, dude. No one gives a shit. But like
People give a shit,
no,
though.
that's what it is. Nobody gives a shit because people give too much.
Hey,
of a
Greg,
shit.
who are you
Damn, I'm-
voting for?
But that's the thing is like we don't want to because it's only ever ending in like an argument or like it's just too
I feel
fiery.
like we're probably voting for the same person.
Yeah, I actually registered. I just registered to vote for the
Wait,
first
I just
time ever, like 3 days ago.
You've never voted before?
No, why would I?
Do we think you're supposed to vote?
My thing is like.
Oh,
Voting
we've kind of
in-
talked about
yeah,
this. I
it's-
don't know. I voted, yeah.
Voting is.
I
Not
voted
real.
in every, but only in like
Voting is like
presidential
the
elections.
idea of a fake democracy. It's like, oh, look at like give the rabbits a piece of cheese
All right,
and make
now
them
this
think
is
that
we're gonna
they're.
get canceled. I think.
No,
You know?
I but it's like electoral college. As long as that's around, I don't think voting.
I do
really
think
matters.
electoral college is bullshit.
It is
yeah.
well, it is bullshit. But then like I just registered to vote in Pennsylvania, so I'm like, you know what? Why not? At least
You don't live there, but
Well, that's where my everything is. My license, my
I just got a New York license. That was why I got it, so I could register to vote in New York.
yeah. I'm not. I don't want to. Why register in?
Because I live here.
But you're just gonna vote for the exact same thing everybody else votes for. Go be a
But
swing
same
state.
within New Jersey. Jersey
That's
would have
true.
gone.
That's true.
Jersey's gonna.
That's true. I
Also, it's like ultimately, like I do live here, and in terms of, I do think I should be better at voting in local elections. And it's like I'm not gonna go to fucking Jersey to vote for, like,
stuff that's not even really impacting you.
yeah, it's like
I just want a reason to talk shit and be allowed to back it up because like I feel like if I talk shit now, people are like, you didn't even vote, like you don't have the right to talk about it, and I'll be like, you know what?
you. So you haven't
You're
voted
right.
in any. You didn't vote in any of the past elections.
No.
Do your parents vote?
Yes.
Do your siblings?
No. Some. Not all of them.
That's surprising to me. I feel like you should just vote. Yeah.
I thought RFK was dead. Or is he to do with the speech thing?
Oh my God, Greg. I actually don't think you should vote.
That's what I'm saying.
And I
like,
know you're voting for the person I think should win, but like, I don't know if you should. I really think you should know who RFK is.
he's the Kennedy.
He's the Kennedy who's alive, who was until recently was running for president.
Oh right.
And he does have the speech thing. You are right.
But there was a Robert Kennedy that died.
Yes.
Is this
His-
RFK Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
We should have said that.
Well, yeah, you're right. Actually, that is.
Because the junior's alive. The
Junior's
senior
alive.
is
Senior has been dead.
Papito's head is all over the floorboard.
So you thought she was gonna vote for the dead?
Dude,
Yeah.
I would have voted for Kanye. I'm just kidding. That's a terrible take. Holy
Yeah,
shit. We're gonna
yeah.
get into the apologies now.
Yeah, let's
Um,
apologize.
Totally,
Let's apologize.
absolutely didn't mean that. I don't
Yeah.
believe in anything that guy says, though. I do think his music is probably generationally the most influential music since the
It is
Beatles.
good music, it
Arguably,
is good
he has
music, it is
changed
good
and
music.
revolutionized music to no other can ever. You're right, but yeah, my bad. I would
know
never
where you
vote for Kanye.
plan on-
I would
Anyway.
never vote for Kanye. And I'm sorry for Grace's. I would just
What?
like my brain stopped.
Okay,
This is our third podcast in a row.
don't ruin the illusion.
In a row is in a days. I'm sorry.
Alright.
I'm not funny anymore.
I think that I agree, but I think I want to apologize to people who make less money than me.
Wow. Yo, food for thought no longer can do multiple podcasts in a row because we become horrible. Holy
It's
shit.
just because I think
How do you out douchebag me every time?
I think it's because the amount that I make is not enough, and we should all make more.
Oh my, don't do that.
I want us to have more. I want universal basic income. I don't know if I want that actually.
Just, we gotta just speed up
Okay,
the apology.
okay.
This episode
I want
has
to
gotten-
apologize to anyone who is a big fan of Delta, the plane company.
Was that this episode?
I think so.
Yeah.
If you like Delta, and I want to apologize to anyone who I want to apologize to my friend Greg because I did call him a beta, and I don't really believe in that. I think if anything, you are more of a delta or an omega.
We don't even know what they are.
But you're not.
What a cop out.
You fall into it your own.
We were just talking about how Delta was
Hey,
the worst airline.
You fall into your own category. Yeah. And I think I'm alpha, but that's different. And those are the main people I need to apologize. And
Nice.
to everyone who,
Caught astray.
yeah. What?
Like caught astray from us.
Oh, yeah. Anyone
Honestly,
might
I don't
have
even remember
offended.
what.
I don't know what happened in
remember.
this
No,
episode.
I don't.
I don't know if I need to apologize for boys about jeans. That might have been a different
I think that was
episode.
yesterday.
I'm sorry for talking about raw milk and raw meat a second podcast episode.
Yeah, that is that's fun.
They say nature's milkshake. That's what they say every time they drink it.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Sorry about this one.
Sorry to our Sorry about Monday.
We're only going to be up from here, guys. Follow
Okay, love you.
the
Oh, wait, follow
podcast
our
at
podcast.
Hill to Die On Pod on Instagram. Follow Grace Lobo at gklobo.
Got it.
Follow Jaclyn Lori Edwards at jacksowack. Follow Will Bryant at imwillbryant.
There we go.
And follow Greg Melly at Greg Melly. Almost fucked mine up. Guys, that's a wrap.
Nailed
Thank you.
it. Okay, love you.